Alright everyone, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Legends video. My name is D-Free. Here today we're going to go ahead and talk about something that is just near and dear to my heart, bro. Like this. I woke up and I couldn't believe my eyes, man. I was like, is it finally time? Is Legends finally doing it? If you're a longtime subscriber, or just somebody that listens to me on Twitter or whatever, you've seen me mention on occasion how this Gohan right here, shout out to that kid, is my favorite Gohan in general. I mean, like, in Goku's outfit, SS2, it's too clean, bro. I just can't do it, bro. I need this man. So, Legends is finally doing it, it seems. So, we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about fun stuff that the community loves talking about, like Gogeta Blue. We're going to talk about a lot. So I hope you guys enjoy. Hit that subscribe if you're new for more content. Be sure to listen through the video and let me know what you guys think about some of the stuff I talk about as well. And then on top of that, though, be sure to check out my man Goresh. I don't call him the homie Goresh, okay? That's not my thing. But I talk to my boy daily, but I don't call him the homie Goresh. Just Goresh. Anyways. So, Legends. Full Power Bojack, who gets stronger when allies are defeated, is coming out. Full Power Bojack, yeah, whatever. Gohan, who transforms into Super Saiyan 2. Pre-transformation, he is a defensive, and post-transformation, he is powerful offensively and locks switching. Now, we don't have the actual V-Jump scan for this. It's funny. Every month, this happens every single month. No game really gets their V-Jump scans out ASAP except for Dokkan. Dokkan is the only, like I'm talking about all of the games in the V-Jump, pretty much Dokkan gets theirs out first, and then a few days later we get the Legends one somehow. I gotta find who does this stuff, man, because I need to see this now. So we don't have that out yet, and obviously with that we'll get more information, like the fact that this is most likely going to be an Ultra Space Time Summon banner. So Ultra Space Time Summon banners are the only banners. There might have been way back when Legends was kind of new-ish, one time where they showed a Legends Rising banner in the V-Jump, but every time they're always just Ultra Space Time Summons. Like, so if you're somebody that's looking for a quote-unquote ultra hype upcoming banner, like a Legends Rising or a Step Up or a Legends limited unit or whatever, right? Those characters are most likely not this, right? This character, again, this is what, okay, Ultra Space Time Summon is what I'd categorize as not really, I don't want to say a skip banner because that's not really my thing, or bait or anything like, I don't categorize new units that way, right? But what I would say is Ultra Space Time Summons are probably more of like that in-between / filler type of content. But that's fine by me. I don't mind that, right? It's cool. We get the tickets and all that stuff, so we'll see. Now, Ultra Space Time Summons typically show up when the previous Ultra Space Time, which in this case would be the Goku and 13 one, whenever that one's about a week away from going away. So that banner currently has 19 days left, I believe, right now at the time of the recording. So this banner here should be showing up anytime within the next like week and a half or so. So stay tuned for that. Now, that means it could be next, or in between then we could get one of those, again, quote-unquote ultra hype banners. But again, the main thing I wanted to mention is that this is an Ultra Space Time most likely, because they always are in the V-Jump, and that this should not invalidate anything you may be looking for, right? Like I mentioned earlier, there's some stuff we're going to talk about. So, transforming Gohan. Now, I want to go ahead and take a look at some of what we have pre-existing in the game. So, we have an SS2 Gohan, obviously. The reason why this is relevant, why I pulled it up, only is because I wanted to see the tags. So the Gohan's gonna have pretty much the exact same tags. I don't believe he'll have Super Saiyan 2 out. He won't have it outright. He'd have it post-transformation. But the real question is, will he be base, or will he be Super Saiyan outright? That's the real question. Like, if he's Super Saiyan outright, that's gonna be awesome. I don't really mind either way, but that'd be really awesome for the team synergy he could have with like Bardock or whatever. But he'll have Sun Family, he'll have hybrids, and that's pretty much all that's really relevant. But he'll have Sagas from the movies too. So again, they've been putting out more movie-type characters. The only downside with movie as a team is the movie teams are always characters that buff other teams, like 13s, like the androids. They put out all those androids, and they're all buffing the androids, and they can all get movie buffs and stuff like that. But the problem with that is, like, there's not much synergy, right? You can do it, but as a movie team, there's not much synergy. So I'm actually kind of really hoping this Gohan gets like a double buff at least for movies or something, so we can get more support like that. Kind of like how the Goku did. Goku actually was movies in green, I believe. Anyways, rambling. So yeah, that's what we're going to see. Bojack here. Same type of deal. Transforming warrior. Sagas from the movie. He may pick up something else in here. I don't know what else they'd give him, but that's pretty much what he is going to have as well. So we're going to take a look at the Sagas from the movie's tag list, and then we're going to talk about some of the other stuff that I mentioned previously. So again, this is what I'm talking about. You see, all these characters, these first like 12 or whatever characters here, are characters that, what is this, 14? Yeah, 14. Yeah, all these characters are the ones that buff Sagas in the movies. Now, do keep in mind, some of them buff outright, some of them buff post a certain limit break or whatever, but these are the ones. So, these are all the characters that are from movies in the game, though. All these guys, and girls as well, because Great Saiyan Man 2 is here in Zangia. But, like, all these characters, man. The problem with this is that, like, again, if you want, you can run Gogeta on the team, right? He'll be good, right? He'll be good, but you're going to just kind of be missing out. And if you do too much of that, you're missing out a lot on synergy. So I really do hope Gohan winds up buffing this in some capacity. Let me know what you think he'll do. For the record, I think it's pretty good chance he's going to wind up buffing the Sagas from the movies and hybrids as a double. I also want to mention there's a pretty good chance we get that Trunks from that movie, which is not very common. We don't ever really get that Trunks from that movie in games, so I'm excited about that possibility. In fact, let me actually pull up hybrids, because I know we have some Trunks that are pretty similar, but I'm pretty sure we don't have that specific Trunks. Yeah, we don't have that specific Trunks. I'm not gonna spend much time. Yeah, we have this long. I mean, it's this one, but just not in the battle armor, right? Whatever. So yeah, we'll see. So, personally though, I'm excited about this. This is one of the most hyped things Legends could ever do for me. Like, this is it right here. Gohan, second favorite character, Krillin. That outfit, I gotta get him. I'm going to get him. I gotta go for this character. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens there. But again, anytime within the next week and a half or so is when this banner should drop. Legends typically does data downloads on about Tuesdays. So we actually had one come through last night because it's now Wednesday. Again, Legends generally does it Tuesdays. Every week, there's new data downloads. New units or no new units. This week, there was no new units, but there was other content. I'm assuming there was no new units because they put out 2 units last week. Or two batches of units last week. They did double banners. Whatever, man. So there's that. So there was nothing right now. Now, what I'm actually expecting is I don't think they make it to Tuesday. I don't think we make it to Tuesday without a new preview. Who knows? But 6 days feels like an eternity with the way this game releases units. So another 6 days would be pretty much 2 weeks without units, and I'd like that, but I don't think it's going to happen. So let's talk about some other stuff. So okay, let me just say this. There's some people that get really nasty. Like when you talk about the prospect of Gogeta Blue or whatever, like they're adamant it's not going to happen. And that's fair to not think it's going to happen. But there's no reason to be nasty to people about it, right? If people are hype or want something, let them be hype or want something. So I just want to kind of give a brief update. So whenever I first started noticing this trend, it's for not really about the people, but about the content. They had, okay, so they brought back all these Broly events, whatever the case is, updated them, brought them back, brought in new equipment. I've talked about this before, right? If you want to hear a video where I talk a lot more in depth about it, I'll leave it down below. It's just only about a few minutes, but you guys can go ahead and check that out. So there's that. They also brought back the Kakarot event, which obviously it's not the same Broly, but again, it's Broly content again. So here we are with just a whole bunch of Broly related stuff. Story events, rising battles, challenge events, and the alike, right? But that's not all, though. They also did go ahead and bring in a bunch of Broly-specific type of equips. I'm not going to pull them up here. I don't know where they're at. But they're Broly movie equips, like this Goku. They're all right here. So Goku, SSJ Vegeta, image equips. That type of stuff doesn't really matter who's on the image, but it's just interesting that they were Broly movie-themed. Now, initially in my video, I said, hey, this could be a brand new Broly movie character coming soon. Or it could just be like a movie type character, and they could just be using the Broly movie because it's the most recent one and whatever, right? It doesn't really matter. So what I will say is the Space-Time Rushes have been doing movie characters, like I said earlier, for actually quite a while. And then we also had that Trunks Legends Rising in there, and we've been getting movie characters as an influx. Despite the fact they're not buffing movies, like I mentioned, we've been getting them as an influx for the last couple of months now. And the next banner is no different, right? So that's still another thing to consider, is that we're getting a lot of movie content. But I do want to kind of throw this out there. Like, there is kind of breadcrumbs saying, hey, we're going to get a new drive. It doesn't have to be freaking Gogeta. Like, that's not the point. It could be, I would be okay with the new SSG Goku. I'd be okay with Chilai and Lemo. Like, I would be okay with Aparagus. Like, I don't care, right? I'd be fine with any of it. It just seems like we're going to get more Broly-specific movie content because of the fact that we're getting those equips, the fact that they brought back all these Broly story events over there too, and then also, on top of that, what happened too is if you're really somebody that's a Gogeta theorist or a Gogeta, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta like discussion type of guy, do know that the movie anniversary could be a spot where they go ahead and drop that. That's in a couple of months now. The Dragon Ball Super Broly Japanese releases, it was what, December last year? So again, that could be a time they release it. And then on top of that though, Fighters is getting Gogeta, and Dokkan has done collabs with Fighters. They did a collab with Fighters for the release of Android 17 on that game and on Dokkan at the same time pretty much. So like stuff like that can happen with Legends too, to where we could get a collab. It's a possibility. So it's just, we don't really know what's going on. We don't know what their content release schedule is, what their plan is. But I can tell you that I think we're about in line for another Legends limited unit, whoever it is, right? We had our last movie collaboration, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to get any more Dragon Ball Super Broly movie content anymore, like ever, right? But I think we're in line for another Legends limited unit. It's been about a month, which is not a long time at all, but is longer than Legends likes to go. Without dropping a hype unit. Yeah, this banner came out on the 13th of August. Yeah, we are definitely 100% in line for another Legends Limited unit any day now. Like, it is going to happen. So, whatever it is, like, there's breadcrumbs for multiple types of content, right? We left off with the Blue Kaioken and Hit stuff. We left off in the Boo Saga as well. We're in a bunch of different spots in the Dragon Ball series. And the last thing I want to mention as far as the Broly movie is concerned, I've seen people kind of quote this and quote it incorrectly, but the last couple of times we had Legends Rising, or not Legends Rising, excuse me, Rising Girls banners, one time it came right before a banner. I believe that was the no, the first one. It was the Chi-Chi, Videl, and Bulma one. That one came out, and then the very next banner was actually a Dragon Ball Super Broly banner, which was the SSJ Vegeta one. And then the next time we got Great Saiyaman 2 and Ribrianne. That one came out directly, I believe, after the Super Saiyan Gogeta. Again, I talk about that more in the video down below. But, like, they've been tied to Broly movie stuff twice now. And this is our third Rising Girls, Volume 3. And the last two were both tied, coincidentally, to movie stuff. So I think we're in a really fun spot where we're going to see what happens with this game and kind of see how it evolves. Again, I don't give a damn if it's him or not. I hate the notion that people think you have to wait for a celebration when really we have all the characters that are extra hype in this game, and the only character in here that really got saved for a celebration that warranted it, I'd say, is Blue Vegito. Or not Blue Vegito, excuse me, I wish. Super Saiyan Vegito. Like, even the Blues were here. They kind of felt like throw-ins alongside Vegito to me. But we have Gohans, we have a previous Gogetas, we have Blue Kaioken. Those are all incredibly hype. Like, yeah, we don't have to wait for anything. But for the record, they could drop a celebration tomorrow for all we know. Maybe they have another download celebration. It's been a while, right? So we'll see. We don't really know what's going on, but we'll talk about it. And I know for one thing's for sure, but one thing that we do know that I'm hyped about, that Gohan. So stay tuned. Have an awesome day. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll catch all of you in the next one.